Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about, this makes me want to order from there. Woman orders Chili's from DoorDash, then she learns there's been a surprising new policy change. So a lot of restaurants tend to have policies in terms of how they treat drivers and how drivers should be treating them and the customers they work with, etc. And that's something that drivers complain about, and sometimes drivers support it depending on the situation. This customer is actually pointing out that she found a policy change on Chili's end of things, which I can only assume this is going to be the most positive thing for us. So with that said, we are talking about everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for DoorDash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Nothing is more frustrating than getting food delivered only to discover that part of your order is missing from the bag. However, one customer says that a new DoorDash policy at restaurant chain Chili's could help avoid missing items. First off, because I think I know where this is going, I'm going to point this out now. Drivers have no authority to check the bag. We don't. We actually do not. That helps protect the customer from food contamination because we don't have food handlers' licenses or certificates. And that helps the restaurant know that their customer's order isn't being tampered with. I know a lot of customers think we have to check the bag. The reality is, no, we don't and we can't. It's similar to picking up a package and delivering it. We don't know what's inside. In a video with over 443,000 views, TikToker at Allthingseverywhere sits in her kitchen with a plastic takeout container from Chili's. She holds up her receipt. The things you do for content, huh? I'm gonna leave her TikTok as well as her profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject.
If you order Chili's from DoorDash, don't mess with them. Don't try saying something is missing. No, it's not. It's not missing. They're signing off on it. Look at that. Check, 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 check. 2 people. This person and this person. They're not the ones. Don't mess with them.
You know what? I'm actually all for this. Not only does it prevent a DoorDash driver from doing something shady, it prevents customers who are shady from trying to do something shady. And not to mention, this actually fixes the overall problem too. All these restaurants expect us to have everything. They don't actually check if everything's there. And then they blame us for not turning around or whatever. You should have checked it first. If you have to highlight each individual item on the order in order to make sure it gets out, that's excellent. I'm all for that. I love that. I'm actually sort of mad though, because I'm like, wait, when did they start doing this? It's been a while since I had a Chili's order. Why does Chili's have a new DoorDash policy? On the DoorDash app, customers can report missing, damaged, or incorrect order items for a refund or DoorDash credits, which can be used on future orders. While this system protects customers who aren't happy with the order, some may abuse the system by claiming missing order items that were included. That is so true. And you know what? It also sheds light on a common problem. Something that has been a problem against drivers and against the companies that we work with and the restaurants. Shitty customers doing things shitty and blaming the driver. Now, you're held accountable. According to Restaurant Business Online, this type of order fraud can hurt businesses and food delivery drivers. Restaurants may have to cover the cost of items that are reported missing. Drivers may have to have their accounts suspended after too many claims, too. To crack down on this issue, DoorDash started requiring some customers who frequently report missing orders to provide a code to their driver before they can receive their food. Yes! Yes! Preach! Finally. This is something that needed to be done for so damn long. I was in such a bad mood today. I'm in a great mood now. Forget everything else that happened today. This is the best news I've heard today. I love this. But some restaurants like Chili's may be taking their own precautions to avoid fraudulent chargebacks. Chili's does not include further information about its DoorDash policy on its website. The Daily Dot reached out to Chili's for comment. Okay, but to be honest, I hope they don't get back to them. Not because I don't want to know what the policy is, but I don't want it out there because shitty people operate in a very specific way. If they knew how to be shitty and how to get around the system, they can do that. I would rather not give them the ammunition they need in order to make that shot. Let them fuck themselves up. What do customers think of Chili's DoorDash protections? While Chili's policy may be in place to protect the restaurant from fraudulent chargebacks, many customers are on board with the change. I love that. It's so frustrating when I'm missing items, one wrote. This makes me want to order from there, another said. That's all I want is everything I ordered. I hate having to reach out to them about something missing, a third added. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is also great marketing for Chili's, by the way. They are literally exposing the idea that, hey, we're not letting people pull this shit anymore. You'll get everything you need. We're doing everything on our end. DoorDash is doing everything on their end. The driver's doing everything on their end. You're gonna get everything you need. So fuck around with the system and find out. We only support quality people here. Damn, now I'm kind of building into the exclusivity part of DoorDash now, aren't I? Many DoorDash drivers feel the same. I'm a DoorDash driver. I wish places would do this and check Dashers' orders to make sure they picked it up. People's food get picked up by random people all the time now, and not Dashers, a commenter said. Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that because I made a TikTok in response to one of those meme reels out there that is literally just someone getting in their car and saying that they just went into a restaurant, said DoorDash, and they got someone else's food for free. I'm so glad that they're doing their due diligence now. However, others suspect that the policy could backfire on customers until they start shorting food and denying that they aren't actually giving you your order. Fraud works both ways, a viewer wrote. No, because Panera does this on pickup orders too. They will literally check stuff off and it still won't be in my bag, another said. I mean, that's fine, but it better be in there. Like, I don't go ordering food with the thought that something is gonna be missing and I can get my money back. I want my food and all the condiments, a third added. Okay, I'm gonna add a gentle pushback onto that in the following way. Is it fraud that they're not putting everything in, or is the person behind the counter choosing to be lazy and preemptively highlighting everything and checking things off? Because there's a bip difference between being shady and being shit at your job. Not condoning either, but still. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. Nothing you can pay me. There you go. First off, whether it's Chili's or Panera, which is actually the same company, but we're not getting into that, or really any other company. I don't care what company or restaurant does this. I think it's an excellent thing. Sure, it can be bad if the person they hired is a lazy little shit, or they hired lazy little shits, but at the same time, that's something that the restaurant needs to do on their end. That protects the restaurant, that protects the Dasher, that protects the company, DoorDash, and the only thing that the customers could do is claim that the order never arrived, which DoorDash has been catching on to that and cracking down on those people too. And you know what? I think it does need to be a group effort between the restaurant, between the companies we work with, and between us in order to stop the fraudulent activity on the platform. I'm speaking for me. I can't stand customers pulling shady shit. I just can't. But also, let's pretend that they do that. Are you protected in case the companies retaliate against you? Do you have an exit strategy in place so you're not dependent on whether a Chili's person can actually do their job or not? And you're utilizing the gig economy as an income bridge, what would be a long-term goal and not the goal. These are important factors in order for you to be successful as a gig worker and in any aspect in the gig economy. Whether you're building your own DSP or just diversifying your gig portfolio or otherwise. All of this and more can be accomplished in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals professionals in our industry. Educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off the dispatching for beginners course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there's something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.